Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 45 of Enigmatica 6 Expert. I am standing here on top of our mana, whatever this thing is called, which you saw me building in the intro there. This was pretty, Stellar Neutron Activator. Nothing to do with mana, it just takes mana as input. This was pretty straightforward to build. A lot of these things are kind of weird and fiddly. There was lots of these weird demon brick variations and things. The biggest thing, as usual with building this, was this guy, the FE input port. It takes an ultimate, hang on, what is it? Which one? This guy. Takes an ultimate induction provider. This is super expensive to make, but nothing too over the top. So I think this episode we're going to get it going. We need to get mana into each of those four mana input ports. They take a million mana each, and I don't know what a million even is. It doesn't really, Botania doesn't tell you any numbers, so a million could be a lot or it could be nothing. But the other thing I've discovered we need a lot of is actually Blaze, what are these guys called? Blaze honeycomb blocks? Oh no, Blaze honeycombs. So I have, one thing I've found is my Blaze bee kept dying. When I had it in other enclosures, I don't know if it was dying because other bees were breaking it. Oh, actually that reminds me, I gotta put a vacuumulator in here. In case he dies again. I put a vacuumulator in the middle. Oops, not there. Whoa, I got a lot of random holes in the ground. And then, so that way if he does happen to die, at least he'll get sucked up by the vacuumulator. The lava, that is. The other thing is, last episode I was talking about the celestial bee. I found my celestial bee. Where is he? Otherworldly bee, that's him. He was in that hole there, actually. He was under the ground, just flying around. But I'm not going to bother with it. It's kind of bugged out, I think. So I'm just going to leave him and forget about making the otherworld stones. The other thing you may have noticed I've done is I've made... actually, maybe you haven't noticed. You can tell from the one probe there. These are tier 4 apiaries now. One thing I think we're going to need a lot of is resources. Especially given that I was running out of Blaze honeycombs. So now they come out as each iteration gives 2 blocks. And one thing I have noticed as well is now this thing can no longer keep up. So if you look over, I think it was this one. Yeah, it's full of honeycombs that it hasn't been able to process yet. And I think this one has some too. And I think this one is probably okay. Yeah, so this one doesn't have too many things in it. It only has 4 bees in it. But yeah, these other ones, it's not able to keep up with them. So I ended up making the Elite Centrifuge. This thing was kind of expensive. It needed Easnium per each one of these, not the controller. Each one of these casings needs an Easnium ingot. So it's one for one because you need 4 to make 4. So that's kind of expensive, but I actually have a fair amount of Easnium now. 450. And this thing that we made before, where is it? Down here. I think it has another half a stack or so. Yeah, another 43 ores. And I just, every time I'll come in and every now and then I'll collect the ores and then I'll drop them off here. And then that'll make 5 times 43 ingots. I think I cleared them all out here, yeah. So that's pretty good. Another thing I've been working on, so we have, I made some Gaia mana spreaders. These are going to be used for the Stellar Neutron Activator over there. I've also adjusted things here a little bit, so I have made more Gaia mana spreaders. And I was reading somewhere on, I think, Reddit or something, where if you have them right next to the block they're shooting into, they go much faster. So I moved everything to be right next to the block there. And because we have sparks now, we can keep the pool filled up much more easily. So yeah, I haven't done this one yet. I should convert these to Gaia mana spreaders, and then we can speed them up quite a bit. This is at the moment, it's kind of slow. It could go quite a bit faster than this. And if we had more mana spreaders in the corners even, we could go even faster. I'm not sure how it's going to work with the Stellar Neutron Activator, how much we actually need. Should I have more Gormarilises, one per corner, and just have them sending out the sandwiches? Or, you know, I don't know, should we do something else? We'll have to find out. I also made this. I moved these cloches out here so that we can have a dedicated thing for crafting the sandwiches. At the moment, I still have the sandwich recipe, so we can craft them because this hasn't backlogged yet. And actually, these are kind of slow. Like, they're going slower than I would have liked. This is still making bread the 3-to-1 way, so maybe I should get some more cloches and get more wheat going so we can get the faster bread. I think that's our backlog, is the speed of the wheat. Yeah, so maybe we need some faster wheat, because if I need more of these going all the time, then it's going to take quite a long time. I think, how many? Yeah, we have one more blank tablet to go. The other thing I've been working on up here is I had to adjust things a little bit here, because in order to make the what did I make? What did I have to make? Oh yeah, in order to make the tier 4 apiary, it doesn't have an automated iridescent recipe, so I had to do it manually, and it needed quite a lot of starlight. So I had to readjust things here. I have some collector thingies some astral relays to get more starlight. And I also put these lenses down, so now if I focus this on the lens, it goes onto here. So I can choose if I wanted to go over to here, or if I wanted to go directly onto the altar if I'm manually crafting stuff. That's how I can do that. But this has heaps and heaps of starlight. Hopefully that's more than enough. The other thing I've been working on, this is something I'm quite proud of actually. This is an automatic celestial crystal crafter. So you can see here I put the rock crystals in there and some stardust. And then slowly over time it puts them down here, and then it puts the celestial crystals in there. This is kind of, it took me a while to get it working. It needs quite a lot of variables and stuff. But basically it places, so we have a liquid exporter here that puts the starlight in the spot there when it can. And then this one here drops the entities. It drops one stardust and one rock crystal. As long as there's none in that block space, it'll drop them. And then as soon as it drops them, then it's in the block space. It'll stop trying to drop them. It'll slowly convert into a crystal cluster. And then once that becomes tier stage 4, then this one will break it and put it into this chest. And then the other thing I did was over here, I made this little contraption for converting them into attuned ones. I wanted to make them Dissidia attuned, so I have to rearrange these. I needed this to make the apiaries, so I have to turn this back to Dissidia, but that's okay. So basically the way this thing works is it's just using modular routers. We have a puller module to pull them from here, so this is where I put the unattuned ones. I pull the unattuned ones from that chest, and then I send it over to this factory dropper, which drops them down. It had to be a factory dropper because if you put anything over the top of this, it doesn't work. So I couldn't make it a open crate or something. And then it'll vacuum pull any attuned crystals. Actually, yeah, it pulls Dissidia celestial crystals and then sends them into the right chest. And then I just have a clock here that runs however long, I forget how long it runs for, like 600 ticks or something. 700 ticks. That's approximately how long it takes to attune the crystal. And then I have this one set up with a daylight sensor. So whenever it's daylight, this thing is always running and it just instantly pulls it back. So whenever it's daylight, because it's not going to work, so this thing keeps running, it'll drop it out, but then this will just instantly pull it back again and stick it back in the chest just so that I don't end up having hundreds and hundreds of them. And the other thing too is if the city is not in the sky at nighttime, then they'll just accumulate there. They don't despawn. So when it becomes daytime, this thing will pick them all up and put them all back in the chest. So it's pretty. It should be lossless. I haven't lost any yet, I don't think. And the reason I do that is because over here, I put all of the attuned ones in here. So I have the Cydia attuned crystals there. And then I have this pipe set up to put exactly one into this input port here. And this is how I plan to make the observatory lenses. So this observatory lens, it needs a bunch of ingredients. Oh, hang on, I got a lag spike. There we go. It needs a bunch of ingredients, but the main thing that's difficult is the attuned celestial crystal. It needs an attuned one. Even this automated recipe needs the attuned one. So all of these other ingredients I can just craft, and the refined storage system handles that. But the attuned one, it doesn't really handle. So I just always have it in the input port here. Everything else fits nicely here. So I could just save one of the input slots for an attuned crystal. And yeah, that works pretty well. Okay, so there's the elite centrifuge down. And yeah, it goes much quicker and it has more slots. So I think it also increases the output. So you get 9, which is normal, but I think it increases the likelihood that you're going to get a result. So some things are like not 100% guaranteed, right? So like 50% you get that. But I think with the elite one, you actually get more. I don't know. Anyway, this is this is going much faster. And this thing here, we replaced the create one with these these mechanism ones, and as you can see, it goes much faster. Actually, I guess because it's backlogged, hopefully once it unbacklogs, it won't be so crazy. Still, there's a lot to go. But yeah, so this is so much faster, and hopefully it's now still enough to handle the load. I think it will be. I also set it up so that all of the overflow output from this dimensional mineshaft goes over to there as well. So all of the output goes into here, into this ender chest, which gets picked up there. And so this is 9. It'll get down to 4 before it gets automatically repaired. Yeah, cool. So as I said, today we're going to automate this guy. We've basically got this guy automated. So once I start giving it power, it's going to output a whole bunch of deuterium. It's already got a little bit in the tank because I was testing it out. But yes, 46,000 buckets already. And it only takes like a couple of seconds to get that much. It's pretty fast. Yeah, see, it's already going super duper fast. Once I get the proper power, I was going to use my quantum entangler porter with a... Oh, actually, did I show this before? I can't remember. Over here, I made a new reactor. Wow. This guy, a nitro reactor. And it's pumping into an induction casing. This induction casing only has an elite cell and an elite... what are they called? Induction thingy. So only 2 elite ones. But it can input and output quite a lot actually. Yeah, and it can store up to 200 billion FE. So that's pretty good. And this is the nitro one. You can generate up to 500,000 FE per tick, which is pretty good. And it should definitely be enough to support these 2 deuterium plant and the Stellar Neutron Activator as well. So that's going to be good and handy. But this thing inputs 2 things. We need water. So that one's pretty easy. I have a sink. I made a few more sinks. So we can input infinite water. That's the fluid input port. So let's put... yes, we'll use the fastest one. Why not? And the configurator. Okay, so that's the easiest input. Done and done. Already it's full. The other thing we need to input is power. So once I have those quantum thingies done, I will put the power in there. And then the final thing we need is these four, I should say, mana input ports. Let me just hover. Yeah, so... Oh, what, am I still in... Oh, I'm in... That's weird, I didn't know you could do that. I'm in Elytra mode. Let me just turn that off. And switch back to hover mode. There we go. If I double press tap, will I go into... I do go into Elytra mode. Well, that's annoying. Alright, anyway. Doesn't matter. So let's get one of these done, and then I can do the other four separately, I guess. The question is, should I do it using mana tablets and that as our input, or should I have separate input? Let me try it with tablets first and see just how much it needs. Because, actually no. Let's have it doing Goromalises. And we need to make 4 of these. They're pretty easy to make. And we'll use the same food though. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Alright, so let me make 4 of these. And then we can start getting that automated. What happened here? There's so many bees. This is like just outside of my area. I was looking for pigs. I need to make 2 more masticators. I need the masticator scales, so I need 2 more masticators, and for the masticator I need honey glazed ham. For that I need smoked ham, which I need ham, so I need to find pigs. I guess I could spawn pigs. Oh, actually... No, okay. Pig. What can I do to spawn a pig? Oh, that's easy. Maybe... Oh no, shepherd's bee. Yeah, I don't have shepherd's bees. But yeah, there's so many bees here. It must be they spawn like inside my area and then they fly out of range. Like this is not loaded anymore and they just like hang out here. There's so many. Oh boy. What can I do? If I kill one, are they all going to go after me? No. If I kill them fast enough. Wow. I guess I don't really care. They always stay. If I anger one, I'll anger a lot of them, right? They'll all come after me. Make them come to me. It doesn't really matter if I kill them, if I don't kill them, because... Oh boy. There's a lot now. They're all stinging me. This will stop the lagging. It doesn't really lag because the whole point is it's unloaded, I guess. But if I come over here, I guess it would start lagging, wouldn't it? They seem to have forgiven me. Alrighty. I did remake my Drigme as well, but I... Oh no! Come on, hurry up! They're dying! I hope my bees don't start dying soon. No, we got plenty over here. Okay, that's good. Just my sheep. I guess I can live without the sheep. Ow! Come on, come back! Okay, it's coming back now. And the sheep didn't die completely. Alright, that's good. I still have hard to breathe though. I think that'll go away soon. Breathless. Okay, I have enough masticators. Now we can make this thingy. One, and seeds. Is it right? Yeah. 1. Okay, let me make the rest. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm gonna put the mana spreader down there. Oh, actually, is that gonna... I might have to... I guess I could just temporarily break this block because I can't click through here, can I? No. So let's just temporarily break you and link you to there and then pop it back. And then we put the floating flower here. And then we have a block in between. And then we have an open crate. And then like that. So I think the one downside is I'm never going to be able to stop. I'm going to have no way of turning this off. It's going to be running forever, filling up the mana in here. Oh, I could have done it over on that side, couldn't I? Maybe there's a way. I wonder if you can get a redstone signal out of it. Anyway, for now I'm going to try just letting it run forever. And, oh, I guess I can collect this, can't I? That's pretty much empty. Okay. Yeah, and I think I'll do it. Should I do it underground or should I do it on the ground so at least we can see what's going on? Let's do it on the ground. So I have entangled blocks. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So I'm going to put it directly underneath. It'll be right there. Oh, I guess that's fine. There, and then we will get our entangled binder. And there. And there. And then we'll have two modular routers. One on each side. One that we'll put in this sandwich and one that we'll put in that sandwich. And then again, same as before, over there, we'll do it on a timer. So we should be able to do it with just regular senders because it can just put it directly in like that, right? Oh, interesting. Oh, this is where I cleaned these up from our otherworldly bee thingy. So let's go sender, Mark 1, and puller. We'll get some Mark 1s going there. Oh, I don't have a recipe for that? Let me set up a recipe for that. Alright, so I have an interface here with our two sandwiches and then, you know, some retrievals and stack limiters to get 16 in this one and 16 in that one. Then what we'll do is we'll set that to redstone mode pulse and redstone mode pulse, and we will set them both to send into the front just once. And then we can set up some timers. So we'll have one there and one there. And then, wait, this one is this sandwich. Like that. And this one is this sandwich. Like that. And then I guess we can do it in the middle here. Underground. Sure, why not? Oops. We have plenty of space under here. We can set up another sequencer, I guess. And basically it'll do exactly the same thing that we do over there. One will go on and the other one will go off. Yeah. Okay, and then frequency, there we go. Now, nighttime. Now we got to set these guys to be... Ow! Whoa, he's invisible! That's weird. Readers and reader. Okay, so that should be working. It's yes, and then drop another one. Okay, it's probably a bit slower than it needs to be. But yeah, it's working. 1600 mana. Yeah, it dropped another one. And then that should go up. There we go. Alright, it's pretty instant. I guess the time... we could definitely speed that up. Oh, let me in. Let's make it, say, 6. Oh, that invisible zombie's here. No, now it's an invisible spider. Wait, they're all invisible. That's freaking me out, man. Okay, so that sped it up. So now let's see if it's going faster. There. And finishes eating, and then that should go. Yeah, you can kind of see the particles there. Oh, and then another one drops. Okay, I feel like it could be even faster than that because, like, this thing goes in like a second. Yeah, let's make it even faster. Let's make it like 4. Oops. Okay, let's see how we go now. Okay. Because if you go too oh, that's very close. If you go too fast and it drops while it's still eating, it deletes it, and then the next one we won't be able to eat. Okay, I think that's as fast as we need it. This thing still goes like instantly. So I wonder if we can get a redstone signal out to know that we can disable it. Let's find out. Let's put a block there. And a comparator. Because, yeah, I don't necessarily... No, okay, nothing's coming out of it. That's a shame. I wonder if we can use integrated dynamics or something to get the level of it. Because right now, it's not... like, it's going to fill up and then stop. But I guess eventually it'll always have to run. Okay, let's... I'm going to set up the other 3. And then we're going to turn this machine on and start producing. And then I guess we'll have to see how we go with the ingredients and everything as well. Because that's the other problem, is we're going to run out of sandwiches, I guess, possibly. I did end up putting 2 extra cloches here. So now the wheat is going 3 times faster than the other ingredients. So, oops. So at least in terms of wheat, we should have an... Oh, no, but we... Oh, yeah, but I guess this will fill up with bread. So the wheat should come in 3 times faster than these other ingredients. Ish, approximately. The other thing, too, is I think lettuce is in both ingredients. I mean, both sandwiches. And chickens come super fast. So maybe I'll need to have another lettuce cloche as well so that we can get... everything going at the speed, the maximumist speed. I guess we'll see how quickly the lettuce comes. The other thing we could do is the what is this called? Phytogenic insulator. I think this goes much, much faster. So if this is too slow, then maybe we'll do that. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. If it's still too slow, we'll use the phytogenic insulator. Wait, does that go? That goes down there. Yeah. Ah! And okay, that's full now. All right, yeah. So let's let me make the other 3 mana spreaders. So we're getting mana into here. Okay, there's all 4 of them done. These ones are going. This one over here is the first one we did. I think it's already full, but yeah, it's still going. I don't know of a good way to stop it. So I don't know. Once we get the machine running, it's probably gonna just go forever anyway. So. Maybe it's okay. Maybe we could stop it when, if the tank is full or something. I don't know. So actually what I was going to do is go over here and see how this stuff is going. Is that... Yeah, that's empty of wheat. Okay. Okay, so it's going too fast. It's going to run out of wheat. So we need to speed everything up even more. Yeah, lettuce as well. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to... leave it for now. Oh, I lost the top of my tree here. Yeah, I'm going to leave it and then we'll just make it work. So I have this guy here. And then we put it on top of here. Oh, here. And we set it to the nitro reactor. And we turn everything off. I mean, we don't need to. But we set all that to output and eject on. And that should be it, right? I think. No. Oh, wait, no. That won't be it because it doesn't have enough mana yet. So once these all fill up, then it takes the entire mana down to 0. And then it starts processing. Okay, so we got to wait until it fills up with mana first. But what I will do is this guy. I wasn't going to use... I'm stuck. I wasn't going to use a solar panel. I was going to use this thing. So let's get you out and you. And we'll put this down there. And same thing here. So it's the nitro reactor. And we set all these to eject just to make it easy. Now it's getting power. And it's outputting heaps. Alright, and that's it. It's full. So then we have to do decondensator. No, rotary. We need to make it the gas form. This is liquid, right? Yeah. So actually maybe what I'll do is put these into tanks. Maybe not the huge. It's not the supreme one. Let's put it into simple or advanced. It doesn't really matter. Let's put it in. Let's make 2 advanced ones. We'll put them in the advanced black hole tanks in liquid form, and then when we convert it to, it has to go in as gas to make it into the fusion reactor. Okay, it's almost full. I think one more bite or one more piece of food. There we go, and it instantly took it all out. So now it should be processing. Let's have a look. Yes, that's quite fast again. And then this should fill up pretty quickly with liquid tritium. And we're going to do exactly the same thing as we do over there. I'm going to put it all into a black hole tank. Ow! Get out of here. And I also have some ender tanks. And this is how we are going to transport them to where we need them. So we need, let's make it lime. Oh, can I make more lime dye? Lime dye. What is that? Star coral fan? No, I don't want to use that. Sea pickles. Okay, that'll do. Okay, so we're going to make green, green, green. Or lime, 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 I guess. And put you into there. Okay, so we have liquid tritium there. We have liquid deuterium over here. I have the same setup with the black hole tank. 7,000 buckets already of liquid deuterium going into this ender tank. So here's the corresponding one. So let's put the liquid here. The tritium is there. Okay, so now what we have to do is convert these to gas, and then we can pump them into the fusion reactor. And that is the point where we have to leave this episode, because there is a lot to do to get that fusion reactor going. If you look at the recipe, reactor, no, not fusion, this one, yeah. So even I need at least a stack. Okay, so let's try a stack. I don't have enough resources. A lot of these things will backlog, like this backlog, this is backlog, this is backlogging, this one is. Yeah, we're going to need not too many more, I guess. 71 more blaze honeycomb blocks. This backlogs. Magma creams, I guess we don't backlog that. I only need 4. So yeah, it needs a lot of resources and even a lot of, random stuff. So let's look. We need lots of andesite casings. We need lots of control circuits. Yeah, it's very, very expensive. And the fusion reactor controller is quite expensive. This is all fairly doable. That's pretty expensive, but we should have everything. I think I have a few more of those. What did we use those for? These were for making something, weren't they? Oh, they're for making reactors. That's what I've been using them for. Okay. Yes, so that's going to be what we have to get ready in the next episode. In the meantime, those things will build up, and I think we should be good. The reactor, the nitro reactor that we have going there, it's not being used for anything else except for that. So it can, run out of power, and it'll just make the process a bit slower. That's fine. But yeah, that's all we have time for now. I'm going to work on getting the fusion reactor ingredients ready for the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I will see you then. Bye.